Okay,
Yes, Chairman.
beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for our SNT. We are about to start our SNT this day, and I'm excited and looking forward to getting everybody on board. But let me first begin this meeting with a word of appreciation to the CEO Pro. We all see him on the field. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome from JRCCA World Headquarters, American Corner in Kojo, Tsuse, Zangtabi. Tame Tambengwi Momo Division in partnership with Malaluka JRFIUSA, the support of the JRCCA NGO Guest House, JRCCA Beloved Communities in Cameroon, and support for Pajon indigenous bee farmers in Zone 1 through Zone 5 and affiliates. Our JRCCA meeting guidelines is published as follows, and today is the 16th of July. Can everybody indicate that they are seeing the agenda live? If not, I can increase, we can increase it so everybody can be seeing. Just indicate, yes, I see.
Increase it a little bit.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's get that a little bigger. And so everyone can see. Okay. We will increase that. Just give us a few minutes. It's just a matter of preparations into the inside. From now on, the president will be taking charge and leading the meetings. And you will be appointing people to actually come on stage and get the opportunity to lead. This is where you take your pride in, demonstrating leadership, opportunities that is given to everybody. Wonderful. How does it look like? Could you see that?
Not actually.
It's okay. It's okay until we get it on the laptop. So I think let's just have it like that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay. So at this moment in time from Monrovia, do we have any guests amongst us? So we welcome the guests first before we proceed proper into the meeting. And Cameroon, be ready. If there's a guest, you always ensure you introduce USA as well as everybody. Start with Monrovia. Do we have any guests we need to know?
Oh, sir.
Okay.
There's no guests here now.
No guests yet. All right. Okay, we proceed. A motion to approve this agenda.
Second.
A second from the
Second.
USA. Are there any further discussions? Or
No.
are there any objections?
No objections.
No objections. Agenda is therefore approved. And let's say our motto aloud. You can read it from the screen. If you love my people.
If you love my people.
If you love my people.
Teach them how to
Teach
fish.
them
Give them fish
how
for
to
life.
fish. We give them fish for life. Hard work, commitment, integrity equal to success.
Integrity equal to success.
Excellent, excellent. We move straight to our reporting. Our chairman's report is right up front. It's been posted and the way forward. From now on, the president and CEO should have a staff development meeting on Thursdays for all staff only. This is an opportunity for them to showcase, to really ensure that, they are building a staff that is following SMART goals and action steps as set from the chairman of the board. This Thursday, starting tomorrow, Thursday, that means after tomorrow, They should deal with the Constitution and flow chart for it being presented next week, because we have given a week out or 3 weeks out so that people can go over and review that Constitution, and the president and CEO need to start getting directly involved, which is what you already see them on the field. They will just step it on the second to do the staff development agenda in their fundraising corporate packet. They are now, the CEO should review this packet, the staff, and commit each leader, including the president and CEO, to recruit a minimum of 10 sponsors to help defray the cost of managing office and funding the SMART goals and action steps. Request that goes on to our vice president in charge of formatting the SMART goals and action steps. That is the policy, that is the process and the procedure. Ladies and gentlemen, fundraising, fundraising, fundraising. SMART goal. Timing is everything. Reminder that a calendar, we had talked about the calendar. HRD office manager published daily activity schedule for the rest of the year. That means normally the training daily schedule comes on from January to December. So she came in the middle of the year, so she will now publish that out, so that once she publishes that out, we take our cue, everybody takes the cue from there. So at this point in time, President will conduct his staff meeting on Thursday via Zoom as well. We'll be able to grant him the access on the Zoom. This is where you grow, this is where you multiply. Everyone should save Tuesdays and Wednesdays as your business, SNT and business meeting. Etiquette. I will have to kudos Christina this day, because she has just made the etiquette of the Zoom. She makes sure the Zoom is ready 5 minutes or 10 minutes prior to the meetings. That is a goal that she met, and that meets that etiquette. Outstanding job. Rotary grant application update. I received letters of support from Mr. Pierre. Mr. Pierre, who is also working with the team to do a MOU with the JRCCA. A flowchart constitution committee review job description MOU with Harvard. That's what they are required to meet with him and make that happen. Make that MOU so that we will be able to continue to move. Remain relentless, consistent, and grateful. Those are the words of the chairman that we leave you up with. And that, again, ladies and gentlemen, from now on, the president will be running your show. Running his show, that means he is empowered to do so. And he equally has the power to empower others, and others have the power to empower others as we move on down there. And that ends the chairman's report and the update. Willing to entertain any questions, suggestions, reactions to the chairman's report. And that will be followed by the president. I will now have everybody unmute your phones and react, either a questions or acknowledgement, so we move on. All right, I will start with Monrovia.
And hello?
Yes, proceed.
Yeah. Okay. We say, according to the report, everything is fine, and we may commend you for the hard work, and the CEO, and even the president of the hard work that is going on into this organization. These are the kind of work that we expect to go on, and we are going to do that. And for the Constitution, we are still, for me, I'm still going through that to make sure, and we are looking at taking it to job other point down so that we react to that. So thank you very much for the kind of opportunity given to me. Thank you.
I want to respond to Monrovia. I want to give kudos to Monrovia leadership, outstanding leadership. He hit the point. He's going over the Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, the very essence for which that Constitution needed to be reviewed is the fact that the organization has stepped up to its living vision of growing across the continent. The Constitution did not include the affiliate. And that's one of the main reasons why that Constitution is being reviewed. That's to include the affiliate. Point well noted. Also want to let you know that I'm still expecting a SMART goal for the President of the United States. No matter whoever the president is, we will still submit it to whoever the president is at this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we will proceed. Under the president's report, the president's report will include the vice presidents of the organization. So I will now hand the floor over to the president of JRCCA to give his report and then continue to moderate this meeting from there. So I will now call on the president of JRCCA, Mr. Sylvester, to take it on from here. Over to you.
Good evening to everyone. I am Fombi Sylvester, President JRCCA. I'm reporting today from Zone 5, Bamenda, Northwest region of Cameroon. We, Transporter Drivers Union, Bamenda, had a meeting yesterday, and it was agreed in the meeting that we will go and clear the head bridges on behalf of JRCCA, starting from Mbengwi to JRCCA, World Headquarters, Kweje, Tusi, Zang Tabi, Ta Meta Mbengwi, Momo Division. So my SMART goals and action step for this project is as follows. We have 15 registered members, but it was agreed that we could not go, all of us, because of transport issue. So we choose 5 members to go and do the work on behalf of others. Transport fare is 5,000 francs, $10 for one person, one way, times 5 persons is 25,000 francs, $50 one way. Go and come will be 50,000 francs, $100. Then 5,000 francs for water, $10. Total 55,000 francs, $110. I'm pleading for this budget to be voted tomorrow's BIS meeting if we agree on this. I have also scheduled a program for the open door day of the new BHO, Yaoundé Colisso, which will be on Saturday, 27 July 2024. On this day, all members of JRCCA within Northwest region, Littoral, which is Douala, and Yaoundé are expected to be present. The update of the program will be coming on soon. Meanwhile, preparation for the semi-finals of Bajon Teacher Football Soccer Tournament in Zone 5, Bamenda, is still going on. Thank you to CEO Pro for doing a good job, even when the president is not there around him, and HRD Inda. Thank you everybody for listening. Over from Bamenda.
All right.
If you could give me some time from Bamenda, Zone 4 Director, Madam Inda too has a report. Madam Edith.
Proceed, yeah. So you now have the baton. So you now will proceed. You call on everybody.
Good evening to everyone in the house. A presentation by Madam Take Edit, Zone 4 Director for Bamenda. I am Take Edit, I'm called Take Edit, and my brand name is Need Cosmetic Bamenda. I am a mother of 5 and a widow. I lost my husband 9 years ago, and I got into this production business 1 year after I lost him. Till today, this is what is sustaining me and my children. Need Cosmetic is a brand that deals in the transformation of natural plants into cosmetic. I use these plants like turmeric, ginger, cocoa, cucumber, carrot, tomatoes, aloe vera, and some medicinal plants to produce soap, body lotions, hair treatment oil, massage gel, and many others. I don't just do this for money making, but also to impact widows and the less privileged in my community. With this skill of mine, I have been able to impact more than 500 people in and out of Bamenda. Some of these trainings were being sponsored by NGOs like Plan International, Lofi Light International, ICW, and Hope for All. Even the CWF movement of the Presbyterian Church Tatro also sponsors some. I sponsor just a few because I am still limping. With all this, I have received awards, impact awards from PVEE and Cameroon Heroes Award, and a keynote trainer certificate from the Minister of Social Affairs. In few days to come, I will be representing Northwest in Yaoundé in an international exhibition as the best cosmetic producer in Northwest. I came to know about JRCCA when the president, Mr. Sylvester Fombi, was opportune to use my products and was very pleased with it. So he said, please, Mayetit, can you join JRCCA so that we can continue to impact the lives of our people as JRCCA? My response was yes, and I said, give me some time to follow in the forum and see what they are doing. And thank God you all admitted me into JRCCA. My SMART goals and action steps are as follow: to carry out a training session at the World Headquarters in Kweje Zangtabi, Momo Division, Northwest Cameroon. I plan to train in 4 different products, which will be bathing soap, powder soap, laundry soap, and body lotion. After this training session, I will share the groups into 4 so that each group is producing 1 product so that they will be intersales to yield revenue for themselves and for the NGO JRCCA. I pray and trust God this plan is going to be accomplished. Again, I'm planning to carry this training when the president is back from the outdoors in Yaoundé, opening in Yaoundé. When he will be back, we are going to plan this training together and we'll all go down to the World Health Office in Zangtabi, Kweje. Thank you all for listening. Good evening. Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Madam Take Edith, for the wonderful presentation. We now proceed. Vice President. Any Vice President on board?
Yes, from Liberia.
Yeah, okay. Liberia, you can have the floor. VP Gosset.
Thank you very much, President, for giving me chance and this opportunity that I may be able to speak on your regime this afternoon to me now. Because evening to you, and somewhere maybe in the United States is another time. Yep. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you for this. But my report, or the report from JRCCA Liberia affiliate, is going to go on. First of all, I'm Pastor Philip M. Gossing, chairman for the Liberia affiliate, and also VP for Smart Goal and Action Step. I'm reporting on behalf of the JRCCA Liberia affiliates, and the happenings here on our end, or to our end here, is we are still carrying on our recruitment. Our volunteer recruitment continues. We are on the field since July 9 up to now. We are still going around people from community to another community to recruit people. Because as we said in our SMART goals, our intention is to bring people on board to be able to take over in JRCCA is our intention. So we are contacting our health practitioners, educators, and many people that we have come in contact with. We are contacting them, and they are getting on board to be with us. But one of the major things for which some of them are not on board now is because we have heavy rain today, and it's now raining very high here. In fact, that is why the director for the membership director is not here with me, because the both of us went on the field, but because of the rain, I came back, and I'm here. And a lot of the people will not be on today because of that rain. But yet I say we are carrying on our recruitment, and the recruitment is successful, it's going on correctly. And you are going to see some of them on board. Pretty soon, some of them are going to come on board. But one of the major things that we are carrying on with them is teaching them or showing them how to get on our forum. Because there are some other people that may not know the process of getting on the forum to participate in our meeting. So we are telling them how to get on board, how to get on our meeting. Those are the education that we are carrying on with them as we recruit them. Next, one of the major things for which most of our own members are not getting on board is the tariffs on data is being increased in Liberia. They decrease the day of the data and increase the price. In fact, pretty soon, the few days I have not been too active because of that. I have not been active on the forum most of the time. I used to be there throughout. But this time, I'm not active because they give you 1 day to clear all the data. Like today, I have to come on, so I waited until it was getting full on my end, 4 o'clock in Liberia, so I put in data. I wanted to be on with the meeting. So those are some of the things that gave me a hard time here, that most of our own people are not getting on. Next, over the weekend, semi-academic take off K2 graduation and closing exercise. And that program went on well. And during the program, the Queen of Sema Academy 2023-2024 was crowned. 50 K2 students graduated on that day. Few photos were posted from an end. For more photos and video to come from the end of the membership director and the youth and sport director, Mr. Edward Gossin. Those two people are going to be posting again those things that we did on the program at that time. So these are the things that we are carrying on here. So I'm going to admit to the group that we all have tried our best to do to bring up JRCCA. So as I said before in my comments, we want to commend the president of JRCCA, the CEO, for the kind of work that they are doing as PHO. Because I get on the forum and I see a lot of things going on there. So I'm going to commend them and I'm going to appreciate them. Thank you very much for my end.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you, VP Gosen, for the wonderful report. If I can really pick something from your report, the most important, as you said, teaching the new members how to get into our forums and to learn how to go on Zoom. That is the most important thing that all of us should also impact on that. Have new members, teach them how to go on phone and teach them how to enter our Zooms. As we all have listened from Madame Take and Pastor Gosen, any input from anybody?
Yes, this is Celine Tisha, president of JRFI. I will start with the president. When you say you have registered 15 members, the registration, did you receive any money or you just registered their names?
This question goes to VP Gosen.
No, I mean to you, your president, Sylvester.
I believe that you, because I'm doing recruitment and you did registration. I did recruitment, but my recruitment is not for money. But you did registration, maybe that she the one, I mean, she asking you.
Yeah, I'm asking the president.
No, I've not received.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, from your budget is for the food, for the water is 5. I think I will add 10 for little food because you can't be working without at least eating a little food. So I will add 10, which is your budget, total budget is 115. That's good job. Good. Very thankful for all what you are doing with Mr. Celestine. Then Miss Edith, your soap project is a very, very good thing. I kudos you too for that. And for your SMART goal and action step, you haven't finished it because there is no budget. You have to say you need this amount to buy this, or the soap is for free to train them. So you haven't finished your SMART goal and action step. And when you finish them, you send it to our vice chair, Mr. Gosin, to approve it before we continue.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
I have it. Please excuse me, President.
Yes, go on.
In your presentation, I overheard the opening for PHO, and I want to get that date because I did not really get that date. Please.
The date is 27, Saturday, 27 July 2024.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I get it now. Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
The president, you have to make your budget for that too. You haven't finished your SMART goal and action step to go to BHO. You haven't finished it too. So you have to send that too on time. Good job.
So you're saying that
Okay, thank you.
expenditure should also include
expenditure.
the transport to and from.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, expenditure, everything.
Everybody.
You have to put it before time.
As possible.
So that when you send it to the chairman will look at it. Then your VP will look at it. Then we motion it. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Seri. Yeah, as we move ahead, anybody with input again? Meanwhile, Vice President Memorial side, Jetro, I don't, if you are on the line, you just be preparing. Anybody with any input?
Hey, kudos to Madame Teke. Kudos to the VP in Monrovia, and excellent moderator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Okay, Vice President Memorial side, are you on board?
Yeah, good evening, President. I'm the budget, also the chairman of the Memorial side construction and renovation, rehabilitation of JRCCA Training Center, American project to say Zankabi, Tap Meta, More Division, Northwest region. My presentation, the renovation and rehabilitation of the guest house at the world headquarters. That since we are still waiting for the grants to come before we can start, I've already made a budget for the guest house and the retaining wall and the toilet. So I will then post them to Mr. Gusin to format it to help me format it, and then before we then know what to do next. So, and then now while waiting, yeah. Then meanwhile the names of the volunteer trainees will be coming up in the weeks ahead. So for now, I think I will. The list is the training materials are very much here to read. So I will then post on the forums so that everybody can see. Over, President.
Okay, thank you, Chairman Memorial site. We'll be waiting to see it on a forum so that we follow up. And I just want to plead that if anyone wants to send a SMART goal and action step to VP Gosen, we should do that too as early as possible, getting not so close to what you want to do. Not so close to what you want to do, because many people may be sending their own, and he will not have all that time to go over all of them if we are sending them too close to what we want to do.
Okay.
Meanwhile, BHO, are you on?
Yes.
You have the floor. Hello, BHO?
Yeah. Good evening to everyone. This is HRD Faith reporting from the news site Colosso Yaoundé. I'm reporting this evening on behalf of the entire team of the BHO Yaoundé.
Point of order. That's not how we conduct business. Everyone is allowed to speak. You don't speak on behalf of everybody. Speak your report. And if you're not prepared with your report, next person comes up and then you prepare with your report.
Okay, I think let me go ahead. Meanwhile, she's preparing. This is 17 CEO. Good evening to everyone, the JRCCA family. Yeah, my goal action step report is as follows. We informing the JRCCA family that we've completed packing our stuff from the old office, and we are now ready to go at the new site here at Colosso Yaoundé, Cameroon. And yesterday, I went meet the landlord and handed him the keys of that house. And he appreciated, first of all, the chairman that he has sent the time he visited Cameroon. And he go ahead to appreciate the CEO for the manners of approach for me meeting with him for the first time, and appreciate us and the team that have visited him at this time that we were carrying on the investigation and all that. And he go ahead to say that he is going to be with us and he will be joining us on the opening door day. So he should have his invitation ahead of time so that he and family is they are going to join us here. The second here is we have started work on the toilets for JRCCA BHO here office, which I'm sure is going to be completed by Sunday. And we go ahead to see about the office phone, which is still being on hold and under investigation, which we are still carrying out a series of investigation to see what is going on with that phone. And from all indication is showing that in the days ahead, the BHO is going to be in need of a new office phone before investigation continues with the series of things that we are having on the other phone. And from the medical department, this is a breaking news that we are actually announcing this, that the medical department would rather working with the Baptist hospital as accepted is waiting to sign his paperwork when the president comes down and with the HRD to begin doing counseling after our meetings here and like on Wednesdays. So we are hiring here at the BHO on all departments are hiring. So I think that is what I may hold my breath for now. The HRD should go ahead from here. Thank you. Over.
Thank you, CEO Pro, for the wonderful job you are doing. Seeing that you follow up things and let them be as they're supposed to be. Handing the key to the landlord, that is so perfect. Seeing that the toilet, the JRCCA toilet should be ready. That is very important. Enda, are you ready?
Mr. President, before Inda comes on, can I just make a reaction to these two presentations, one from the Vice President Jethro and the other on CEO Pro. I listened very carefully, and I'm sure that the rest of the professionals will agree that these two reports are meeting the standard. Written, and they are writing achievement and making a presentation that is really professional. Over to you, Mr. President.
Adding to what the chairman have just said, kudos to the CEO Pro, and since you are hiring, I'm suggesting that write all the department, or you type on a piece of paper and put it on your door that you are hiring on this position, so that when people are passing around, they can see it and know that you are hiring.
Well, if I can add, Madam President, I will suggest that we rather, first of all, start hiring from inside. And inside meaning that let's look from all those who are members of organizations, because if you open this up already, many outsiders are professionals, so you can jump in right away. If, however, we don't have people from inside who are willing to do exactly how we train, your point should be the last resort. Because if you open the organization to the outside, I can assure you that there are people who are willing to come in, and those who have been around here, maybe they didn't get the zeal to start, will be out of the organization really soon. That's just something. Yeah. Okay.
It's good.
That's the kind of debate that is going on there. So now it's up to you, Mr. President. Whatever step you decide to take, we will all agree on.
Thank you, Chairman.
Yes.
I agree with you that we first give opportunity to those who are inside, unless we don't have anybody inside who is ready to work at any vacancy, then we can then publish out. I really agree on you on that. Thank you, Chairman.
Yes, for me, the CEO to react on that was just holding my breath to calm down. I think we have to note that down, and yeah, that's why I was saying that after, like, with the insiders, the first people will need to get on board at technicians of different departments. From there, we can, because here at Coliso Yaoundé, there are many members that are going to flow in. So I assure you, we just need to go that way that the chairman has mentioned. I think from the information that has been getting, that is how it's going to be, because at this time, there are many members that are going to join the organization, and we go ahead with a lot of things. And yes, so let me hold my breath. I will come back to deliberate on the signboard and the email address that we are going to be having, and the phone numbers that we are going to be having on there.
Okay, that's fine. That's a good point. And are you ready?
Yes, I thank you for this opportunity again that you have been giving unto me to continue. Well, I would like to present what I prepared as a SMART goal and action. Before, I'll first of all apologize because I didn't send it into the group due to some lapses of my phone. So my SMART goals and action for this month of July will be focused on empowering the youth, how it can affect our organization positively. So I wish to suggest, or I'm proposing, that since JRCCA is more focused or concerned on the less privileged, they should create a youth empowerment center whereby these youth can manifest their talent in order to be empowered. Now, what do I really mean by the creating a youth empowerment center? Is like a place where youth, that is the less privileged and even the privileged, will come and discover and build talent, and a multi-purpose center can be opened for, like, for instance, hairdressing and a barbing salon, where this youth can be empowered. And under the hairdressing, you can have plaiting and coiling of hair, known as locks, transformed the hair into to other structure, and a manicure and a pedicure, putting like general makeup, that this will help the youth to empower themselves, and making of dressmaking, decoration for party. They can also set up a computer center to train the youth, and the positive effect that can occur will be as follows. It will reduce high rates of banditry amongst the youth, and it will serve as employment opportunity for the youth that will be beneficial for the youth and to the organization. It will also increase standard of living to many households, whereby it will increase their gross domestic product. Above all, it will give glory to God for taking care of humanity. And may God see us through and give our board of directors more insights on how to treat humanity and transform, and the transformation of their mind. Thank you all. So this is what I presented for today.
Yeah, this is your SMART goal. We need your report for this week.
All right. My report for this week is, it was on the 9th of July. The main activity that I did was, I had to set up the visitors register. The visitors register. So that was what I actually did for that day. And since we were preparing to transfer the office to the new site here in Colosso, so when the president and the CEO Pro Celestine went to carry the things, so I'm reporting, because during that moment I was in the office trying to tidy up everything to make sure everywhere is clean before they came. And when they came, all of us had to join as a team to set up the office up to this standard. And also, a meeting was held, a private meeting was held between the president, the CEO, and HRD, purposely to drill us on the teamwork, because now that it is a new office that has been set up and new team has been set up, so we were discussing on how to meet up with the policies of the organization to work as a team in order to achieve the goals of the organization. So we also, as the things that were being brought from Simbok to the new site here and Colosso, since the 40 chairs were included, which were very dirty, so they were already packed in the office. It was on Saturday I had to do the cleanup, and yesterday, Monday, I did the cleanup. I had to finish to clean it. So that's the report I'm giving for this week. Thank you very much, and thank everyone.
President, I still have some question. I'm sorry. When you said,
you have the floor.
When you said set up the visitors registration, what do you mean on that? And the
Sorry,
okay.
The visitors register.
Or
I had to prepare it so that for the newcomers that will be entering, they had to register their names.
So it means that you bought a new exercise book or what?
Yes, madam.
So the old one was full? So the old exercise book was full?
No, madam, it was not actually full. Sorry for that, President. It was not actually full. It was not actually full, but it's because since it was a new team that was coming up, and when I went through the other book that was there, the work was not really organized the way they had presented the register, the register was not really that organized. So we had to request for a new one so that we could do it in a proper way.
Okay, you did a good job, but the way we operate in our organization is that when you see something like that and it's not really good, you post it, you write it on the forum that I saw this book is almost full. I'm suggesting that we should buy a new book. So give your suggestion so that when you write it on the forum, everybody will see it and react on it. So my next question is that, so these 40 chairs, for the whole day, you clean 20 chairs the whole day because you do this cleaning for 2 days. So does it mean that the first on Saturday, you clean 20 chairs for almost 8 hours or 4 hours? I don't understand about that. Can you explain it, please?
No, President. The issue is that on Saturday, I begin work from 9 to 1 p.m. Okay. So when I came, I had to clean the office first. Then I began cleaning the chairs, and for that one, I had to close and lock the office.
So, how we operate, I think the chairman have already told you this. Write a SMART goal and action step, or your schedule. No, your schedule. That from Monday to Friday. On Monday, I'm going to do this and this and this. On Tuesday, I'm going to do this and this and this. On Wednesday, I'm going to do this and this and this. From Monday to Friday, your working days. Then I am also suggesting that write a note and post in front of your office that you have chairs to rent. Have you done that? Because it's fundraising. Those chairs, they have you have to spread the news out to people to know that you have chairs for rent, not to decorate your office. Spread the news out to people to know that all of you should work in like a team to spread the news that you have chairs to rent. Write a note and put in front of your office that there is a chair for rent.
Yes, President, thank you very much for that.
Over, President.
Okay, thank you, Madam President, for that reaction. Any other person with any reaction?
Well, I just want to add to what JRFI President stated, that Mr. President, this will go to you. Make sure that you set your policy on this fundraising very clear. The previous administration, I want to tell you that people rented the chairs and they siphon or pocket the money. This should not happen in the organization going forward. So we have people who actually do not account for money that they rented the chairs for, and many more other things. That's just my quick addition to this, so you can proceed. Very good deliberations.
Thank you for that, Chairman. Madam Stella, are you on board? Madam Stella from Ghana, are you on board? Madam Stella is...
Yeah, you may proceed to the next one, ICT.
ICT, Douala. Emmanuel, are you on board?
Yeah, he's got to unmute.
If you're on board, you unmute.
Oh, yeah. He was having difficulties joining, but he's just joined. So
Okay.
he's struggling to join. He'll be coming out shortly.
If he's still struggling to join, accountant, Mr. Raymond, are you on board? If accountant is not on board, ICT, are you ready? Okay, if he's still struggling to join, maybe we continue, and if he has to succeed to join, he will then give his report on the closing remarks.
Okay, beautiful.
Is there anybody we have not, who is on board, who have not called him or her? If there is nobody, I think we go now for our closing remark. Before our closing remark, I just have something to say. I would not like any staff who does not attend meetings at least two times a month to be writing SMART goals and sending them in forum. If you cannot attend our meeting at least 2 times a month, there's no need for you to write SMART goals and send in the forum. We have 4 weeks in a month. If anything, one way or the other, disturb you for the other 2 weeks, at least you should attend meeting, our Zoom meeting for two weeks a month. If you cannot do that, I don't see need for you to be writing SMART goals and sending them on the forum. This is especially for staffs.
Here you go. Yeah.
So I think we go over for our closing remarks. Closing remark, let me begin with Morovia. Chairman Gosen.
Yeah, thank you, President. Thank you for the wonderful work that you are doing for the coordination. And you take over today, you are doing your best. So we want to say thank you very much for that. But the meeting has been a good one and educative. We have learned other things from our sister that coming on board. She has a lot of knowledge that she has to bring on board, and we want to encourage her so that she will have that or training at the BHO, I believe she said at the BHO. So if she will have the training there and other people participate will help. So thank you very much. The meeting has been a good one. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you, Pastor Gosen. Let me still go over to Ghana. If maybe Madam Stella should be on board. Meanwhile, BHO should be getting ready for closing remarks.
Yeah, good evening. I'm sorry for coming late.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I hope everybody is fine by His grace.
Amen.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, honorable members. I'm sorry for the lateness. I went outside for a community meeting. So that's why I came late. And my report is in the vocational school. The student did practicals. I sent the pictures, and then we called on for a program that is anti-corruption for them to educate the students against corruption. And I kept the pictures on the platform. I hope Many of you saw it. So far, this is what we are doing in our various community. Thank you, Chairman. This is my brief report.
Wow, thank you. We are really happy we could still hear your voice. Thank you, Madam Stella. BHO.
Yes, let me start the CEO Celestine. Yeah, my closing remark here is the meeting has been a great one this afternoon, this evening. And my closing remarks goes this way. First of all, I thank the drivers union who are volunteering, who are coming up so strong, taking the bull by the horn this time to see that the roadsides and the bridges should be kept clean to get to the world headquarters in Zantabi Meta. And also thank Madam Stella from Bamenda for the update, edit, beg your pardon, for her report concerning health and all that. May he continue with that spirit, and many are going to join, and maybe with the JRCCA will make things happen or make the world a better place. And to talk on the chairs that we are having here, I will suggest that at this time, the guy that is working on the signboard is coming up with the sign. Let him know, get the sign. I think it's around now. It should be here now. He is coming up with a sign. I think he just arrived here. So that we are going to post it outside here for maybe people, the inhabitants of Coliso, Yaoundé, Bankomo, to know that BHO is having chairs for rent. And this is going to boost the organization as from now. I know in the days ahead, things will need more chairs. We suggest to have about 200 chairs for the start, because it's going to be a good way for fundraising. Now that is what I prioritize for now. And then try to see, I think the guy just got in here down. Try to see that there are some rectification on the signboard that is going to be done as soon as all that is done. We're going to have this signboard before the 27th. And I suggest that before we are having the open door day or after, the president should see that we should have a meeting with the staff that will be coming from far and near, so that we should actually put things together and then make things start going smoothly, because at this time we are taking it by the horn to see that JRCCA is a place for people to come enjoy and know what we can do to make a world a better place, to make Africa, the rest of the world, a better place. I think those are my suggestions. I really, again, about the chairs, we suggest, and I suggest the CEO that we should step up to get more chairs, because I know in the days ahead, we'll be having demand here for many chairs. So let's think about that. And that should my smart goal and action step tonight. The meeting is a great one. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Over.
Yep. Thank you, CEO from BHO, for your closing remark. I'm Chairman Jetro. Are you on for your closing remark?
Yes, President. Thank you. Yes, my closing remark is that following the fundraising, as we are supposed to be doing fundraising, I would also like to suggest that on the world headquarters, we also need chairs for renting. because there are many occasions that are always carried on the world headquarters around the community. So they really need this type of fundraising. And then another type of fundraising that I will also suggest is that if we can have, let's say, 10 piglets, very good species, and then we give it out to 10 volunteers that will take care of the 10 piglets. And when we give you 1 pig, in return, you will give us 2 pigs. Therefore, in about 7 or 8 months' time, if we give out 10 pigs, therefore we will now receive 20 pigs. Through that way, that is another way of fundraising. And then following the that you said that they are going to open, I will also write an action step for the transport from here to Yaoundé and back. Over, Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. All what you have said has been noted, but we would still like that you write it as a SMART goal and action step, so that we should really work on it. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Closing remark. Yeah, Madam Teke. Closing remark.
I wish to say the meeting was a very good meeting. The deliberations were good. And from the Vice President who has said, I have not finished my SMART goals, I promise I'm going to do it the shortest while. Before we plan to go to the headquarters for the training, my SMART goals and action steps will be put on the forum. Thank you very much and good night to everybody.
Okay, thank you, Madam Edith from Bamenda. Without that, anybody who have not mentioned his or her name for closing remark?
Do you have anything?
We were still to have ICT. I don't know if ICT, are you already on board?
Yes, God. Good evening. Greetings, Chairman. Greetings, wonderful people. I'm happy once more to be on board today. It's so challenging. I don't know why this time. I was connected, but the phone keeps ceasing. However, I picked some points as the meeting was unfolding. I want to congratulate the HRD, whose brilliant ideas on setting up a kind of youth empowerment center. I got clearly. I'm sure that's the only portion I really got clearly from the meeting, as the lines kept cutting off. So HRD, congratulations. I really uphold the idea of setting up a youth empowerment center. I wish to add something to it. I think that putting up a platform for chair rentals and so on is good. If it's possible, we can also add something like a secretariat duty opening. Yes, a kind of secretariat duty outlet where we will be able to have somebody sitting there, typing, printing, scanning, and why not have some 4, 6 computers there for cyber services? I think it will also be a channel through which we can raise funds for the organization. So thank you so very much. Thank you, President. Thank you, Chairman. I'm very happy once more. I want to apologize before I drop. I want to apologize for my late coming and the intermittent connection. My late coming is because I have a close one who is not feeling well. So she needs attention, she needs care. So it's a little bit demanding time-wise. However, I'm always on the forum and following up, and I'll not stop contributing what I think will be constructive for the organization. Thank you so very much. So thank you, family. May the Lord bless JRCCA in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Apology accepted. We are still glad we could still have you before we close the meeting. Thank you. Accountant. Are you on board? Mr. Raymond.
Since Mr. Raymond is not there, Mr. President, let me add here that Emmanuel has kept communication line open with me, and we also will be praying for his loved one that is not feeling well. He's been communicating detailedly, even though he said he came late. He had informed me earlier. So I had failed to inform you. I apologize for that.
Okay, Chairman. Yeah. Before we go over to hand to the chairman, I would like us to know that as a CEO just said, the meeting, we will have the meeting before the occasion, because we have to plan for this open door day well. It is not just a small something that we just want to make. Anything we want to do as concerning any activities concerning JRCCA, we must do it, let it be perfect. So the meeting, we will have the meeting before this open door day. And after the open door day, we will then have evaluation. I would also like us to learn the way chairman posts anything on the forum, pictures or things like that. We should not post one and the same thing, maybe 2 times or 3 times. Maybe you snap something, the same thing, and you post it, that very thing, and you still post that very thing again, 2, 3 pictures. I just want to suggest that if we can limit that, if you want to post 2, 3 pictures, it should be something different, not one and the same thing. So without that, I wish everybody a happy Tuesday, and we are hoping for our BIS meeting tomorrow. And all of us should really know that teamwork is what will bring us up. And working, even when nobody is seeing, should be our zeal. Thank you to everybody who has made the effort to attend the meeting today. All of us should always do that to attend meeting, because if all of us don't attend the meeting, we will never plan well. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President, for running your meeting very well, successfully. But I would still like to do a few things. Go to BHO, Kuluso. I want to hear the closing remarks from everybody who is present there at this moment in time, and then we go to the USA, and then we close. Excellent meeting, excellent moderation. You are the good moderator. BHO, who's not spoken? I know that HRD office manager has not spoken, and the rest of the team. Could you give your closing remarks real quick?
Greetings once more to everyone. The meeting was a very successful one, and we thank God for everybody that has presented something. So I really want to thank very much the chairman for this report that he has made mention concerning the CEO and the president to train new volunteers every Thursday, and it will help them, or it will help some of us that are new into the organization to know more about the policy and how the organization operates. So that one was a very good point that I noted. And also to Ma Edith from Bamenda, I was so inspired about her effort, knowing fully well that she's a widow and she could come up with such a skills up to the point that he has trained about 500 people. I mean, it's so amazing So I was so inspired and touched with her report. So we really bless God for that. The meeting went on successful. Thank you for everyone.
Okay, the next person.
Good evening, Chairman. Good evening, President. Good evening to all board directors of all boards. I am Timahore Stabi. I'm so delighted to be here this evening and to listen to the report, the various reports presented. And I was touched with the report that came in from the director, the branch director, Madame Take Edith, for the work that she is carrying out. And then for what she said, she was to carry to the center, that's the JRCCA center in Zangtabe. I also wish if she could take this same training to Yaoundé, because I am willing to learn in her production. Okay, to continue as a teacher, I wanted to also give a SMART goal. I had something that I wanted to put on board. In my zone, in my school, we had some difficulties for the past academic year. For example, most of our pupils in school are IDPs. They are IDPs. They face some challenges, such as the purchasing of school materials, that's writing materials. Even on their fees, to pay their fees, we only work on a part of, let's say, we deal with them like an orphanage, because the way we take them is quite different among, let's say, the Francophones here, because we are doing our best to do something like a 20% reduction on their fees, even though it's not much, but yet they are unable to finish their fees, to buy their writing materials. So I was suggesting and thinking, seeing the goals, the SMART goals of this organization, I was also thinking that due to the suggestions that they place here, that we can put a empowerment youth center, so that some of them who cannot continue in the education can switch to vocational education or training. So I was very, 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 very pleased with all the presentation. And so I decided to also chip in this point of view. Thank you so much for the wonderful meeting. I'm so interested. And while waiting for my CV to be looked upon, I will continue to follow up the meetings as the days goes by. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
All right.
Should I respond?
Could you say your name again?
Timahore Stabi. Timahore Stabi.
Okay, Mr. Tima, I will suggest to the president that you work with our ICT, you form that team so we can coordinate, and you hit that particular youth center that you are talking about. So get with the ICT director, the CEO, pro, and the president, so that we can get you to head that department. You run it right there from Coluso.
Thank you so much.
Let's get that going. Any other person?
Good evening to everyone in the house. I am Gwasiri Adini. Very happy to be in a meeting today once more. I've learned a lot in the meeting, and I wish to appreciate all the presentation. Thank you.
So yeah, Ngwasiri is the teacher, just like that. That department we just mentioned, it'll be your area. I will plead with the president and CEO and the ICT to get you in that committee. I think you are suited for that. Let's get the basic requirement and get you on rolling. All right, great. Anyone else?
Yes, and the meeting was actually a good one, as we see the points you were given up. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, just conclude with what Mr. Tabi has mentioned. Those are good points. There are things that he will be following up in the days ahead to know that we have a site for JRCCA construction for this department. We've set these things rolling, but what is going to happen is that when the president is going to be here, we're going to look through their CV, and if they are approved, and then they give them the what it takes to be members, and then I think their ideas they will follow up from there. Thank you. Over.
All right, a quick point of correction here. Know that the president don't need to be in Yaoundé for things to move. All you need to go on the basic organization flow chart on the top right-hand corner. You have a list of everything that everybody needs to be able to comply with. You just look at that and you start working, send it to the president on Zoom, on WhatsApp, and all that good stuff, so that he will be able to, every time, the president should be working on a hiring committee and that he supervised, so that when this information, the packet, that's one of the things I expected in that to put on her daily activity, to have gotten the list of those items. So when somebody comes right there, you simply say, to join this organization, here is our organization flow chart. On the top right-hand corner, is right there. There are 6 items. That person present it, boom, you handle that, send it to the president. President activate the committee, pam, pam, it shouldn't take 3 days. You hire the person, yes, or you don't hire the person, too easy. All right, next person.
Thank you very much, sir. Chairman.
All right, if there's no other person, Jethro had already spoken. Is there anyone that the president asked? If you have not spoken your closing remark before we go to USA.
Yes, Chairman.
Hello.
Hi.
Our leader.
From Ghana.
Go ahead.
All right, Chairman, thank you very much. Though I was late, but the meeting has been a successful one. And I'm impressed to hear that Madam Gertrude is training youth empowerment. Hooray. Oh, I pray that more grace to her. Together we stand, divided we fall. Thank you so much, Chairman.
On that note, she is taking your vocational training to the world headquarters. And just to inform you that before you got here, she did that presentation, and she will be doing a sort of workshop over there, and she will give the details. And that's probably going to be a segment for her to prepare in welcoming you over there. So that was something that I picked up from her presentation. On to that, Monrovia, you concluded yours. Do you have anything before we go to USA?
Well, I presented and I gave my closing remarks already, so
yep, I
think it's all right.
Thank you. We move on to USA President JRFI.
Thank you, Chairman. The meeting was a very, very good meeting. I'm very impressed with everybody's report. It's very good. Then kudos to the president to moderate the meeting today. Did a good job. And kudos to the president. He went to the world headquarters, I think last week. I was very impressed with the picture that he take from there and send it to the forum. So my concern was the BHO with my concern was the world headquarters. I don't know what they have done with the roof. It looked like the roof is leaking. Have they done anything to stop the water from coming into the house? So let them say something about that. Then concerning the picnic, that was our project that we were carrying out. But individual would take the pig, they would raise it and sell it, or they would raise, some would say the pig died, it was sick and died. That was our goal during that time. We divided pig for all the zones, two pigs for all the zones. Just one was survived, and the one, they sell it, and they said they're going to buy another pig to continue. From there, since that time, we haven't heard anything, no report to know whether the money is somewhere they keep, or the pig, or they bought the pig. So I think the president, I know you don't know anything about that, but you can still follow up, investigate. Let us know where the money is, or whether they have buy another pig. So that was a very good meeting. Good job to everyone. Looking forward to see you guys tomorrow again. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
One person from BHO want to really conclude as a
Yeah, Chairman, Mr. President, excuse me. I want to really put my directions. Let me say I'm based from Anon. I'm based from Anon. So I've been hearing about zones. So I'll be waiting to see whether I'll be, since I'm from that, which zone will I be classified?
So you fall under zone 5. So that's an opportunity for the president to identify a zone 5 director for the Mogamo, which will be something for the president to consider. So we don't have a zone 5 director for Mogamo. That should be an opportunity for the president and the team to appoint to be their zone 5 Mogamo team that is closer to the world headquarters to benefit. Great point. Great point. All right, we are running out of time, ladies and gentlemen, from the chairman. So Inda, our human resource director and office manager for the world headquarters, I need you tomorrow, post your schedule. This is what I need you to do after this meeting. Get with the president to give you an example of a schedule. The president is very skillful. He knows how to put a schedule for the soccer tournament. He's got one. That's how your schedule should look like. And once you put that schedule together from the world headquarters, you will send it down to everybody. Everybody should use the template to mirror their own schedule. That's point number 1. You got that?
Yes, Chairman.
The schedule that he uses for the soccer is example of what your schedule should look like. Weekly, daily, monthly, yearly. We got to consider the budget as well. Organization cannot run without budget. You cannot bring a SMART goal without showing how you're going to raise funds and actually raise funds. Number 2, when you come to the meetings, make sure that you prepare your report written. We will be sticking to the time. A lot of stuff is there. All the policies, everything is there. It's just that we've not been activating those. Those policies will be fully activated. And if you don't know anything in that, call the chairman. It's 24/7. Don't wait. And number 3 point on that, I still need to know why you did not post your SMART goal and action step, because on Monday when you first arrived, I sat with you. I asked you to make sure that every time you post your SMART goal so that when you come to the meeting on Tuesday, we already have an idea. So the time limit of coming to the meeting like this, giving your report in 2 minutes, is what's going to make us ensure that we keep in line with our time. This is across the board. Post. That's how I see that you are engaged. And then the piglet, they already talked about the piglet. Zone 2 is currently owing the organization a pig or the money that has been sold from the gotten from the selling of the pig. So we will talk about that, Mr. President. Investigations are going on that. So we will talk briefly on that. And then zone 5 is the whole world, and Anong, Mogamo. Anong should be representing Mogamo, and Tabi is there. Opportunity for you. Ngwasiri is there to also be Ngwasiri. What tribe you come from?
I'm from Bafut.
That should be zone 5, Bafut. We have zone 5 Way, and so on and so forth and so on. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a beautiful meeting. The president to Monrovia and everybody else, outstanding leadership, good deliberation. We got the motions that will be submitted tomorrow. With that being said, I will call on Pastor Emmanuel, the ICT director from Douala, to unmute and close this meeting with a word of prayer for us.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you, the entire JRCCA family. May we pray. Almighty Father, King of glory, we give you thanks for this wonderful meeting. Lord, we have not achieved this by our efforts nor strategies, but by your grace. We pray, Ancient of Days, your servant, Apostle Paul said, you said to your servant that your grace is sufficient for him. We pray that you bestow upon us, from the chairman to the volunteers and to everybody who belongs or has the heart for JRCCA, grace beyond measure, so that as we are joining in this great team, oh Father, we will have only one direction, positivity, to make things work, not only for our betterment, but for the betterment of the community and the world at large. Father, we pray that as we have gathered and deliberated upon this point, may these points be achieved in greater measures than we ever thought of. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen.
Thank
Amen.
you so much.
Amen.
Being
Amen.
positive, relentless, consistent, grateful. We will succeed when we collaborate with good people, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, we are joining this meeting. Meeting is declared adjourned, and we'll see you tomorrow for our business meeting. And motions will be prepared before then. Until then, have a wonderful evening in Monrovia, Bamenda, Cameroon, as well as USA. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Meeting adjourned.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.